say the world's a small place, but that's only if you're on the usual track. I'm Ash Dykes, British explorer and extreme athlete from North Wales. For the past 10 years I've been taking on adventures and expeditions all around the world. In 2014 I became the first recorded person ever to walk solo and unsupported across Mongolia. And because it was 3 weeks over the Altai Mountains, 5 weeks across the Gobi Desert and a further 3 weeks through the Mongolian steppe completely alone, it meant that I'd have to carry all of my provisions in order to survive. So I pulled a trailer behind me weighing 18 stone or 120 kilogram, which is the equivalent to pulling a baby elephant behind, you know. Then comes Madagascar. That particular mission was also to attempt a world first, to become the first person to walk the entire length of the island via its interior. And so whilst I was trekking Madagascar, the Yangtze River did come to mind, as I thought, what an adventure that would be. It's the third longest river in the world, one of the highest sources at over 5,100 meters, about 6,500 kilometers. Pretty much the hardest thing that I could find in the world that hadn't yet been done. It took 2 years to plan. I had to make sure I had the right logistics, the right team, the right paperwork, visas and permits, but also meeting up with different organizations and conservations to promote their good work, helping to protect and preserve the Yangtze River.
Yeah man, feel good to go.
Before we even reached day one, the source of the Yangtze River, we had lost 4 members of the team due to altitude sickness, due to injury and due to fear of wildlife. I had many lowlights and many highlights on Mission Yangtze, and I'd say mainly the highlights would revolve around the locals. They were always so welcoming, so hospitable. They would always invite you inside, provide warmth in those -20 freezing conditions, and they would give us food the next morning. It's stuff like that that can never be erased from your memory and from your heart. Today I have the privilege of helping to release these sturgeon back into their natural environment. Species like the Yangtze sturgeonfish and the finless porpoise dolphin, for many years their numbers have been on the decline, but only recently, only last year, there was a steady in numbers. The WWF believed that in the next few years that finless porpoise dolphin and the Yangtze sturgeonfish will be on the increase, which says a lot. It says that things are being done. The river is now getting cleaner and cleaner each year. It was amazing. We had over 100 people there joining me. We were live streaming to millions across the world. It was interview after interview. ITV, BBC World News, CCTV, and it just seemed to go viral. And I think it was because of the magnitude of it. It was because it was one of the biggest rivers in the world and the distance, but also the angles of environment, the message of never giving up, and the promotion of the beauty, the diversity. So, you know, one thing that really surprised me with China is how fast it's developing. You know, mountains having tunnels built through them, bridges being created over rivers with mainstream national roads and subways, especially the bullet train. I would like the next expedition to be just as engaging, even more so interactive, and I have a feeling that it will possibly be here in China.